Back we come to Gross Memorial Coliseum, the campus of Fort Hays State University. The Axtell Lady Eagles now getting set to face the number 1 seed, St. John's Beloit Tipton. Axtell comes in with a 3-set loss in their first matchup against Wheatland Grinnell, and will try to turn it back around here and knock off the number 1 seed and even their record at 1-1. Top 2 teams from each pool advance to tomorrow's Final Four. The Final Four in 1A Division 1, by the way, would be Centralia and La Crosse, and then that was in the Pool B. Centralia will be the number 1 seed coming out of that pool, and then Dossel, the number 1 seed overall, also will move on along with Waverly. That was in Clifton Clyde's pool. The Lady Eagles put up a great battle, went 1-1 before that final match against Waverly, and it was a back-and-forth battle before their starting setter, Shaylee Lawson, went down with an injured right ankle and was unable to go from this middle of the first set, and they would end up with a loss, although they battled back and got within 5 late, actually within 3 late before losing 25-20. Here it is Axtell set to work. The first serve coming from St. John's Tipton Beloit. Kuckelman, the spike up front, and the Lady Eagles get an early point from Kuckelman with the smash at the nets. And that'll give the service to Axtell, and is Pearson Talbot set to bring it. Serve across. St. John's beat Burton in the opening match. Now a shot by Axtell would have been open court had it stayed in play, but it just went outside left. And so we're tied at 1. Libero for the Blue Jays will bring it across. That is Megan Bates. Here's a play up front by Axtell. Almost a winner from Schmitz. Now Schmitz with the pass. Talbot, middle set, right back to Brady, and the spike on the way. And it will be the Blue Jays hanging in there. Now Schmitz to Talbot. Far side set up for Kuckelman. Had a point the first time, her second kill early in this one. And it's Axtell leading 2-1. So a daunting task for Axtell with the 0-1 start. They have number 1 seeded St. John's Beloit in front of them, but they knocked this one down. Look out. Then they've got a chance to still get into tomorrow's Final Four. Elizabeth Walter gets the shot up front for the Blue Jays, and now it's a 2-2 tie. There's the serve coming from Chloe Miller. Feldkamp to Talbot. Set across to Megan Bussing, and it goes into the tape near that antenna, and a point goes to St. John's Beloit at 3-2. Axtell down by 1. Serve across for Miller. Feldkamp. Talbot sets it up near the net. It goes across tape. Bussing trying to fight and keep it alive, and it will go down on the Eagles side of the court. And now it's a 4-2 start for St. John's Beloit. Serve again is Chloe Miller. In the pass. Talbot, back set. Here's Kuckelman. She's been on fire early. This one goes in the net, and now it's a 5-2 St. John's Beloit start. And the Axtell Eagles find themselves down by 3. Miller will again have the serve. To the back row, this is Feldkamp. Talbot set in the middle for Schmitz. Blocked back, but it's Axtell still in the point. Now set to the back row by Talbot. Back up front, stuffed in there by Megan Bussing, and a point to Axtell. So the stuff by Bussing, the point for Axtell. They trail now 5-3, but have the service for Maddie Kuckelman. Waiting for the whistle start from the chair umpire. Now she has it. Kuckelman's serve goes across. And it's nearly an ace. Somehow it is going to be brought across by St. John's Beloit. Here's Bussing to Talbot. Far side set. Courtney Heinen winds it up, and it is out. Went for that back cross-court winner, line cross-court winner, and it just ducked outside the line. It's now 6-3. Blue Jays will have the serve. Cross it comes. Up front, Talbot. Now Megan Bussing. Big-time hit. Was it tips? It was. Points, Axtell. And the Eagles will have the serve. Brady Schmitz will step back to serve it. The point gets the Eagles within 2 against the number 1 seed here in 1A Division 2. Schmitz with that serve. Back corner, nearly an ace. There's a play up Flat-footed actually set across. It was going to be a spike, and then St. John's Beloit pulled off of it. Here's Heinen with the point. Courtney Heinen puts another one home. And now it's a one-point matchup, 6-5. And again, Axtell will serve with Brady Schmitz. Schmitz to serve. Ducks one just across the tape. Actually caught a little bit of the tape. Play up front. Heinen the dig. Talbot. Back set. Megan Bussing. And it's partially blocked. They go to the back corner, but out of bounds. Good idea up front by Brenna Eilers. But Eilers setting it to an open court, went too far and out of bounds, and now it's tied at 6 apiece, and Schmidt still to serve for Axtell. And it just about ducked across instead, caught tape and goes down. It's a service error. It makes it 7-6, and St. John's Beloit has that serve. Back to serve it will be Ivy Miller. St. John's Beloit 1-0. There's a set across by Talbot. Now a set up front by Eilert. Dug out by Taylor Feldkamp. And Talbot now to Megan Bussing for the point. It kind of rode that tape just a little bit and then fell in. Open court. Point to Axtell. Tied again 7-7. Taylor Feldkamp will be back to serve. 5'4" senior libero. Brings it across. Pass up front. And now it's set across. Should be a chance for Axtell. Talbot the set. Back set. Courtney Heinen winds it up. It goes long. It was not tipped. And a point goes to St. John's Beloit. It's 8-7. Back to serve will be Eilers for St. John's Beloit. Rotation in, no correction. They were just checking the rotation. Now to go whistle. Eilert serve. Feldkamp the dig. Talbot to Heinen. Flat-footed spike to the back row. St. John's Beloit sets it up in the middle court. Stuffed back across, but saved by St. John's Beloit. Here's Heinen. Middle set to Talbot to the back row. Picked up again by St. John's Beloit. Now a cross-court winner is in this time from Kara Eilert. 3 Eilerts on there, 4 Eilerts on this team. Logan, Brenna, Clara, and Kara. Kara Eilert getting that one. Now the serve comes across from Brenna Eilert. Now play up front. Save by Anna Bussing. Trying to set Courtney Heinen up. What a save by Heinen. Almost got the point. They will. Heinen was going out of bounds near the scorer's table, but got the right fist out and kept it in play inside the antenna. And then the scramble coming from St. John's Beloit goes long, and it's a 9-8 ball game. First set against number 1 seeded St. John's Beloit. It is Axtell down by 1. Play up front, stuffed across. Talbot up front, really owning the net, and now it's rolled across to Feldkamp. Here's Talbot, set to Kuckelman. Hammers it across, point. That's the 3rd kill in this set for Kuckelman. Maddie is really on fire up front, and now it's a 9-9 tie. Courtney Heinen will serve it to the back row. Almost rolled up the arm of that dig on the back row. Here's Schmitz to Talbot. The set for Kuckelman again. Goes back corner. Picked up there by St. John's Beloit. Now stuffed back across on the spike try. Here's Heinen to Talbot. The set for Anna Bussing. Slams it across and gets it in. Anna Bussing with her first kill. Megan's had 1. 3 from Kuckelman, 2 from Heinen. And now it's a 10-9 Axtell lead. Courtney Heinen will serve. And to the back row, Eilert picks it up. Now set to the front. Feldkamp gets it for Axtell. Here's a set for Kuckelman. And hits tape and then crawls across. That'll be her 4th kill. She turned and laughed to her teammate. She didn't get it cleanly, but effectively. And it's 11-9. Axtell leading number 1 seed St. John's Beloit. You're listening to Axtell Volleyball on KCLY.
Will you be ready for winter driving? You will with a Ford SUV from Hanson Ford in Clay Center. The Ford Edge, Explorer, and Escapes have the all-wheel drive and the four-wheel drive power you'll need for the winter weather conditions you know will occur. The good news is, now through November 2nd, Hanson Ford is having a big SUV season sale event where you can get excellent financing rates, but they're only offered for a limited time. Stop in to Hanson Ford to see if you qualify.
Well, Axtell out to a great start here in the opening setting. It's the number 1 seed, St. John Beloit Blue Jays. They will break huddle here with a 11-9 lead and forcing St. John's Beloit into the timeout. The serve from Courtney Heiner. Across it comes to the back row, Eilert up front. Now it's set to the near side. Heinen with the dig. Talbot set up for Kulkeman. Has to set it to the back row of St. John's Beloit. Now play up at net. Blocked by Talbot. Almost the point. Will it be? Yes! Into the net goes Eilert. Talbot went up and stuffed that time the 6'1 senior Chloe Miller. And a point puts Axtell up by 3. Serve from Heinen. And now it's just rolled across again. Chance for the Eagles. Heinen to Talbot. Now to Anna Bussing. She'll wind it up. Oh, a tremendous dig. And now an illegal hit up front against Clara Eilert. And it's going to be a point to Axtell. They lead the number 1 seed in this championship 13-9 in set 1 after losing their first match to the 4 seed, Wheeling Grinnell. Axtell on top here, 13-9. Play at the net, Miller. Does she pull it wide? And no, it's in. That's a point to the Blue Jays. So Axtell off to a great start here. The servant will be Samantha Hallrich. It's 13-10. Eagles lead over St. John's Beloit. The serve on its way across. Pass up front, Talbot. Back set, Anna Bussing. Winds it up and just wide left. Point to the Blue Jays. So St. John's Beloit will keep the service. Pass up front, here's Talbot. Far side set, Kulkeman. Started hot, keeps it going. That is her 5th kill of the set alone. And the service back to Axtell. Their lead is 4 now. And this is Kirsten Talbot, the servant for Axtell. Well, Kulkeman off a tremendous start. 5 kills I have her for. There's almost a misplay. Saved in bounds. Talbot up front. No, this is out of bounds. That's an ace service to Talbot. It looked like it went outside the antenna. It was a late call, but they got it right. And now it's the Eagles up 15-11. Talbot again to serve it. Pass up front. Middle set. No, they go outside. And a winner on the far side that time coming from Elizabeth Walter. The lead for Axtell, 15-12. And St. John's Beloit again to serve. Megan Bates back to service. They're Libero. Here's Taylor Feldkamp. To Talbot, middle set. Brady Schmitz with the left hand softly across. Almost a winner, and it will be. Brady Schmitz with the kill. Just guided it away with the offhand or left hand. Guided it from the blockers and found an open area. Gets the point. And that'll give Anna Bussing the service. Pass up front for the Blue Jays. Great hit by Bussing. Here's Talbot to Megan Bussing. Now a scramble for the Blue Jays. They won't get it. Megan Bussing has their second kill of the set, and it's 16-12. No, 17-12 now. Axtell with the lead. The scoreboards here, they put the opposing court's scoreboard, the scoring for this court, that's so the fans can see easier, but it doesn't make it easy for us to turn around and keep an eye on things. Here's Anna Bussing up front. Talbot, the set for Megan Bussing. Blocked back across. The Eagles unable to stay in the point. 17-13. Axtell still with the lead here against the number 1 seed in this 1A Division II state championships, St. John's Beloit. The serve will come from Chloe Miller. Feldkamp to Talbot. Middle set. Brady Schmitz winds it up. Dug out by Miller. Now up front. Big windup by Eilert. It's Heinen to Talbot. Set up front. Here's Megan Bussing with the left hand across. St. John's Beloit with a chance. Megan Bussing, good job to keep it alive. Kuckelman will set it to the back row. Bates up front. Now a middle set for Eilert. Partially blocked. Feldkamp can't quite get to it, and it's 17-14. Axtell, though, with the lead by 3. Miller will serve again. And it's picked up by Heinen. Now to Talbot. Back row set up. Spiked across by Heinen from the back row. Now it's Talbot to Schmitz. The set up front. It goes to Kuckelman. Block. Talbot gets it. Kuckelman now brings it across. Big spike up front coming from Walter. The pass, the dig from Axtell, who was really scrambling that time, went across the tape, and Walter went up and slammed it back in. 17-15. Axtell leads still by 2. Up front, Talbot has it blocked back across. Walter again, and now a 1-point opening set at 17-16. Miller has had a long service running, and she's got the serve again here. Here's Feldkamp to Talbot. Set up for Bussing. Left-handed cross point, good. Bussing went left-handed with that and gets the kill, her third. And Kuckelman will now serve it as Axtell lead again to be 18-16. They haven't updated the scoreboard. Here's Kuckelman to serve. There's a serve across. Well, almost mishandled on the back row. Eilert up front. Flat-footed spike. Talbot to Schmidt. Megan Bussing winds it up, puts it across, and it's a point to Axtell. Bussing now with 4 kills in this set. The scoreboard says 18-16. I think it should be 19-16. And they still have not corrected it. So maybe we missed the point somewhere. And now they have gotten it right. 19-16. Axtell the lead. Serve from Kuckelman. Up toward the net. An ace for Kuckelman. 5 kills and an ace for Maddie Kuckelman. And Axtell forcing St. John's Beloit to another timeout. The Eagles lead 20-16 when we return to Fort Hays State University.
This time of year, many farmers feel like they're juggling too many things at once. Or maybe you're the guy who's trying to keep multiple plates spinning. Well, let us help you. I'm Brant with Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales, and we'll help with fall custom application and knock down those weeds and keep them under control. The blessing of rain and through this year's growing season has led to tough weed conditions. But hit them now, and you'll be glad you did in 2016. Talk with us at Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales.
Axtell Lady Eagles leading now 20-16 against the number 1 seed in this championship. And Maddie Kuckelman will serve it. 5 kills and an ace thus far for Kuckelman. Here's the serve again. Across it comes. Feldkamp to Talbot. Back set. Megan Bussing blocks back and in by Eilert. Good swing by Bussing, and it was just blocked to an open court. And now the point goes to St. John's Beloit at 20-17. Walter is serve it for the Blue Jays. Serve across. Schmitz. Feldkamp. And now Talbot will just have to roll it across to St. John's Beloit. They've got a chance up in net. Set for Eilert. And spiked across at their 2-point opening set here, 20-18. Eagles still by 2 against the Blue Jays. St. John's Beloit 1-0 on the day. Axtell a 3-set loss, 0-1. Opening set of this match. Schmitz to Talbot. Back set. Heinen left-handed across court. Almost able to get the Blue Jays off guard. Now Heinen. The pass up front. Talbot right back to Courtney Heinen. Winds it up. It's blocked back across. And good for St. John's Beloit. Ivy Miller gets the point. Walter again will serve, and now the lead is 20-19. Eagles still have the advantage. The serve from St. John's Beloit. Schmitz mishandles it. We're tied at 20. An ace for the Blue Jays, and a timeout taken on the floor by Coach Bussing. Eagles tied 20-20 with the number 1 seed. First set. Stay with us. We're back after this.
If you took a lot of pictures over the summer, print them off. Make copies for family and friends, or enlarge your favorites. It's fast and easy with the photo stations at Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy and Radio Shack. You can print from your phone, Facebook, camera memory cards, and USB thumb drives. The helpful staff at Patterson's will be glad to help get you started. Save and share those precious memories. Use the picture stations at Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy and Radio Shack, downtown Clay Center.
Axtell led 20-16. Now St. John's Beloit has wrapped off 4 straight points, and they have the serve off of the Eagle timeout. Opening set, St. John's Beloit, the number 1 seed, and Axtell battling. Here's Schmidt, the pass up front. Talbot to Megan Bussing. Big wind-up, and it's just long. 21-20. It's now the Blue Jays by 1. Great setup. The pass, the set. Bussing got a tremendous swing on it. It just carried long. And now Walter to serve with a fist across. Here's Schmidt again for Megan Bussing. To the back row. Bates picks it up. Walter, now the set for Eilert in the middle. Partially blocked. Talbot. Heinen's going to roll it across to the back row of St. John's Beloit. Eilert again in the middle. Stuffed back and home by Bussing. Megan Bussing with the stuff, her second of this one, and we're tied at 21. And to serve, Brady Schmidt. Axtell trying to get the lead back. An ace for Schmidt. And a 22-21 lead for Axtell. There's the service again. Now it's set up front. Set across. Heinen, the dig. Talbot, back set. Megan Bussing winds it up. And point Axtell. 23-21. Axtell now leads it by 2 and nearing a set point opportunity as Brady Schmidt gets set to serve it again. Serve across. Pass up front, Eilert to the back row. Saved by Taylor Feldkamp. Talbot to Megan Bussing. One more time. No. And now it's a great play up front by Walter, setting it to the back corner where Axtell was unable to get to. And it's 23-22. And now the serve will be Ivy Miller. Axtell still leads by 1, 23-22. First set. Serve across. Tuckelman to Talbot. The set for Courtney Heinen. And it is just dug out by Miller on the back row. Now set across. Heinen up near the net. Pushed across by Talbot. Back up front. Talbot with the spikes to the back row. Still in play, though, St. John's Beloit. Now it's Schmidt to Talbot. The set for Bussing. Left hand push across. Saved by St. John's Beloit. Now set to the back row by Bussing. Here's a play at net. Will they get it across? They won't. Violation against St. John's Beloit, and Taylor Feldkamp will serve for the opening set. The Eagles, with the lead, will serve here for the opening set. Feldkamp serve across. Here's St. John's Beloit setting it to the back row. Play up front. The set for Heinen. She'll set it across. Point good! The Eagles have won the opening set over the number 1 seed, St. John's Beloit. Heinen with the kill, just softly away from the defense. And the final is 25-22. Axtell, stay here. Set number 2 on the way.
I was straightening shelves in central office when in marched
G.I. Joe reporting for duty, sir.
Excuse me?
I'm here to represent your cleaning and break room products, sir.
Oh, you mean our high-quality, genuine Joe products. Paper towels, trash bags, mops, plates, cups, and more, all at great savings.
It's not G.I. Joe products?
I'm afraid not.
My mistake, sir. Have a good day, sir.
For all your break room and cleaning supplies, come see us at Central Office in Clay Center.
A big harvest means lower profits, right? Not necessarily for farmers who market their grain through Central Valley Ag.
Really, that's favorable for our break-even.
CVA's Pro-Edge Grain Sales Manager, Luke Beckman, says knowing your break-even is the key to maximum profit.
What do our margins look like? What does a profitable sale look like?
Maximize your grain profits. Contact your nearest Central Valley Ag. They'll put you in touch with your personal Pro-Edge risk management consultant.
Central Valley Ag, where the customer comes first.
You're not sure what's for dinner until you walk by the deli department at Ray's Apple Market, and those mouth-watering aromas stop you dead in your tracks, luring you toward the deli window to see the savory selections. Golden crisp Chester chicken, savory baked chicken, juicy, tender chicken strips, and all the nutritious vegetables and tasty sides to complete your hot meal to go. You know what's for dinner. It's something fresh, hot, and delicious from the deli at Ray's Apple Market.
Twin Valley proudly announces our new Pulse Gigabit Internet, available now in Clay Center. equal to 1,000 megabits per second, our new speeds can support all your devices, all at the same time. Stream movies, download content, surf the web, and more. No buffering and no waiting. So what are you waiting for? New customers who call today get 2 months free internet service. Visit twinvalley.net or give us a call at 800-515-3311. Twin Valley Pulse. Your life connected.
The Axtell Eagles find a way to claw one out against the number 1 seed in this championship, St. John's Beloit Blue Jays, and now Axtell in the huddle as the Blue Jays out on the court awaiting this second set to start. There's still plenty of time for them to wait it out if they want to take some time before getting going. What a matchup for Axtell. It was Maddie Kuckelman who got it going early, then Megan Bussing. Kuckelman had 5 kills and an ace. Megan Bussing ended up with 4 kills, 2 stuffs. Courtney Heinen had her for 3. Brady Schmitz, a couple of kills up front. Talbot had a stuff. An ace each from Kuckelman, Talbot, and Schmitz. And the finish by Taylor Feldkamp with a serve. And then Courtney Heinen, actually, that would have been her 4th kill, I believe, on that last point that she just guided away from the defense. So Axtell, after losing their first match in 3 to Wheatland Grinnell, now leads the number 1 seed in this tournament, St. John's Beloit, 1-9. And we will see Axtell get the opening service as Brady Schmitz is ready to go. Serve across. Get the play at the net for Miller. Partially blocked, dug out by Heinen. Talbot sets far side. Kuckelman sets it to the back row for St. John's Beloit. Here's the Blue Jays up front to the back row. Great dig by Feldkamp. And now their second hit, though, a little miscommunication between Anna Bussing and Kirsten Talbot. And they both kind of went after it, and it ended up going into the net. The side net, actually, here at the Coliseum. So a 1-1 tie. Correction, 1-0. St. John's Beloit the lead. Here's Anna Bussing. Cross court, dug out by Bates. Now set across by Miller. Talbot to Schmitz. The set for Anna Bussing. The wind-up and the hit. To the net it goes. Stuffed by Kuckelman. Now Walter goes after it. Great dig by Heinen. Talbot to Brady Schmitz. Her spike to Walter. Now a back set for Eilert, and it goes long. We're tied at 1. St. John's Beloit handled Burton easily in the opening set. That was the 8th seed. It took 3 sets before Axtell would fall in their first matchup against Wheatland Grinnell. Now they lead 1-0. Big hit by Walter, but a dig by Talbot. Now up front, this is Megan Bussing. Point Axtell. They will lead it now 2-1. And Megan Bussing starting to get things going up at the net. She had 4 kills, 2 stuffs in that first set, and kills 1 here. Serve from Bussing goes into that. Anna Bussing. She'll rotate out as Taylor Feldkamp comes back on. And to serve will be Bates for St. John's Beloit. Cross it comes. Pass up front. Talbot to Megan Bussing goes long. And 3-2, it'll be St. John's Beloit getting a 1-point lead here early. Second set, Axtell leads 1-0. The second of our 3 matches here on KCLY. Don't forget, coming up at 7, Play Center Tiger football at Concordia. Here's Heinen. Pass up front, Talbot. Set across, and the hit by Bussing goes out of bounds. Blocked once and then punched it with the left hand to get it across the net, but it went out of bounds. It's 4-2. Axtell trails by 2 here early. Bates again to serve it for the Blue Jays. On its way across. Feldkamp to Talbot. Back set. Kuckelman winds it up. Dug out by Bates. Miller into the middle. Set across now. Talbot to Schmitz. They'll set it again for Kuckelman. Winds it up, but it goes just long. Was it tipped? They'll say no. You see 3 or 4 Axtell Eagles saying they thought it was tipped up front, but it was not called. And now the Blue Jays have gone on top of Axtell 5-2. 1-0, Axtell. Here's Feldkamp to Talbot. It's Brady Schmitz with a big-time spike, but it's dig by Bates on the back row. Now pushed across. Heinen to Talbot. They'll set it up for Megan Bussing. She winds it up and hits the tape, but stays in play. And now it's going to be Kuckelman. Talbot. Megan Bussing winds it up again. And once more, dig by Island on the back row. Now set across to Axtell. Talbot to Schmidt. To Kuckelman up near the front. Stuff back across, and a point. Walter gets it for the Blue Jays. 6-2 now to start in this second set. It is St. John's Beloit with the lead. And Bates has served for 4 straight points. Feldkamp to Talbot, forearm set. Bussing, Megan Bussing again, her second kill in this one. Her 6th in the match thus far, and it's 6-3. And that'll put Maddie Kuckelman back to serve it for the Eagles. Axtell with the serve across from Kuckelman. Play up front for Chloe Miller. The dig by Megan Bussing. Right back to Bussing. She hammers it long. And so the point goes to the Blue Jays. And it's 7-3 now. Axtell trails in the second set. They lead 1-9 over the number 1 seeded St. John's Beloit Blue Jays. And an ace service for Miller. Miscommunication from the Eagles. Those Bussing you can see on the sideline just with palms up in the air. We've seen her with palms down saying, just palm down, we're fine. But that time palms in the air, like, why? Serve from Miller. Kuckelman to Talbot. Set up for Bussing, and it goes up against the antenna on the set. So a point goes again to St. John's Beloit. Axtell Eagles now trail 9-3. Serve from Miller. Kuckelman up front. Stuff. Oh, what a get by Talbot. Now a winner by Brady Schmidt's flat-footed spike. That all started, though, because Kirsten Talbot somehow kept that thing alive on a stuff up front from Walter. And then Schmidt's got the winner to open the court, and Brady will step back now to serve. Axtell trails 9-4, but with the service. Here's the pass up front. Walter, who has been a big hitter for St. John's Beloit in this match. 5'7" junior, able to get up in the air, and she'll step back to serve now. Eagles down by 5, but up 1-9. The serve comes from Walter. Schmitz. And now Kuckelman and Bussing both go after it. Kirsten Talbot just gets it across. A pass up front. Middle set for Eilert. To the back row, the dig by Kuckelman. Here's Feldkamp. She'll set up Heinen. Her first hit in this set. She knocks it home. Heinen with the spike off the set from Feldkamp, and Taylor now steps back to serve for Axtell. They lead St. John's Beloit 1-9. Serve from Feldkamp, a good one, and St. John's Beloit just gets it across. Here's Talbot set up for Anna Bussing. Her spike, a good one, was picked up by the Blue Jays. Now Bussing to Talbot, the back set. Heinen again, dug out by Bates on the back row. Walter rolls it across, and diving dig try by Kuckelman near the line, and it falls in against the Eagles. And so 11-5 now. The serve, Ivy Miller. Miller brings it across. Here's Schmidt. Talbot sets up for Anna Bussing. Stuff back across. Eilert started to celebrate, and the Eagles kept it in play. Here's Eilert one more time, and now she can celebrate. She got the point in. Clara Eilert with the point. The timeout taken now by Axtell. We'll break as well. You're listening to Eagle Volleyball on KCLY.
Farmway Co-op, your partner in growth.
Invest locally today for a better community tomorrow. Since 1911, Farmway, your local cooperative, continues to serve customers and its community with professional service and value-added products for all your agricultural and energy needs to plant the crop, take care of the crop, and store the grain after harvest. When looking for a resource or an extra hand for your farm, turn to Farmway, your cooperative.
The St. John's Beloit, the number 1 seed, is countered what Axtell was bringing at them, and they lead by 7 in set number 2. Axtell won the first set, 25-22. And now the Blue Jays of St. John's Beloit lead by 7 here in the second. Axtell getting the timeout called. Ivy Miller set to serve it for the Blue Jays. And she will do so now. serve across. Dig by Kuckelman. The set for Courtney Heinen. And it's blocked across. Eilert able to get it up front. And it's Brenna Eilert. Didn't get it cleanly, but enough, and it kind of rode that tape and then fell in. So it's an 8-point St. John's Beloit lead. Schmitz up front, Talbot. The set for Anna Bussing. Blocked across. Picked up, though, by the Eagles. Now up near the net. Blocked again, Talbot. Now the Blue Jays have to set it across. Chance here for Axtell. Feldkamp to Talbot. Front set for Anna Bussing. Spike on the way. Dug out, back row. Now across. Feldkamp diving get. Talbot to Heinen. Cross court. Picked up by the Blue Jays. Now near the net. They'll fall across. Talbot. Back set. Heinen winds it up. Blocked by Eilert. Now picked up by the Blue Jays. Set across and out of bounds by Walter. Thought she had an open court to set it to, but set it too far wide. And now it's 13-6. Axtell down by 7, but with the service back. Courtney Heinen brings it across. Blue Jays play up front. Stuffed back for a moment by Kuckelman. Now it's Feldkamp. The set for Anna Bussing. Blocked back. No, it was into Tate. It's a point to the Blue Jays. Back to an 8-point lead, 14-6. Axtell went 3 sets in the first match. Would have loved to avoid a third set in this match. They lead 1-0, but right now St. John's Beloit leads by 8 in the second set. Here's Kuckelman, and her shot's going to go long. 15-6 now. St. John's Beloit leading. Eilert to serve. That's Brenna Eilert for the Blue Jays. And caught tape went across. Heinen up front. Kuckelman stuffed back across. Saved, though, by Talbot. Now play up front goes long. The hit coming from Samantha Ulrich. And Axtell gets the point. Down 15-7 in set 2. A little run of 3 or 4 points would really get this second set interesting for Axtell, who leads 1-0. Here's a play up front. And underneath the net will go the Blue Jays. It was stuffed initially by, I believe, Anna Bussing got a stuff on it. Maybe Kuckelman, but anyway, the Blue Jays ended up falling to the ground and going across the net. So here's a serve again from Talbot. Up again near the net. Chloe Miller. Good dig by Talbot. Heinen up front. Bussing gets it across. Now the Blue Jays set it out of bounds. Walter trying to back set it, and it went out of play, and now it's 15-10, and maybe that little run we just talked about could be happening for the Eagles. They're back within 5. They've trailed by as many as 8. The serve from Talbot. Up near the tape it comes. Stuffed back in by Kuckelman. The stuff by Kuckelman, and now it's a 4-point set. And a timeout taken now by St. John's Beloit. Good run going by Axtell. Timeout on the floor. Stay with us. We're back in a moment.
Todd here at Wall's True Value. I got to thinking, if you get an 11% rebate on everything you buy, maybe everything you buy is priced 11% too high to start with. Just saying. If you want fair prices within easy driving distance of your home, shop at Wall's True Value 7 days a week for lumber, appliances, hardware, and lots of stuff you need. No silly sales gimmicks, just solid products from solid people 100% of the time at Wall's True Value in beautiful downtown Clay Center. Yes, 7 days a week for you.
Axtell up 1-0 on the number 1 seed here. St. John's Beloit fell behind by as many as 8. Now they have it down to 5 in the second set. Kirsten Talbot to serve it again after the Blue Jay timeout. The pass up front almost mishandled. It will go out of bounds. Was it tipped? They say it was. Point to the Blue Jays. So St. John's Beloit gets it back. Axtell now trails by 6 at 16-10. Serve comes from Ulrich. Feldkamp to Talbot. Far side set up. Bussing had it blocked across and in by Eilert. And it's back to a 7-point lead, 17-10. Axtell trailing. Ulrich to serve it one more time. Now it's St. John's Beloit trying to push it to a third set. Brady Schmitz up front. To Talbot. To Anna Bussing. Save back across. What a save by Feldkamp. And Axtell still in his point. So the back row comes for St. John's Beloit. Now Chloe Miller in the middle. The dig this time from Heinen. Now the stuff across from Walter. And to wait a minute, we get St. John's Beloit into the net. That's a point, Axtell. So it's 17-11, a gift to the Eagles. Can they take advantage? I know that they ended up getting the point, but the play of Taylor Feldkamp to come up with what appeared to be an obvious point. And now it is a step up front from Schmidt. Brady Schmidt stuffs it in, and it's back to a 5-point game here, 17-12. Anna Busting to serve it. On its way. Bates up front. Ulrich, the set for Miller. Almost blocked and then saved by Schmidt, but it falls into the net and down on the Eagle courts. So it's 18-12. Axtell down by 6 in set number 2. They lead 1-0. Bates will serve. Here's Heinen to Talbot. Far side set. Busting left hand. Yes! No correction. That went on the antenna. That hit the antenna. The far side from us. I couldn't see that it had hit the antenna, but the officials called it very quickly. So it's 19-12. Now Axtell trailing by 7 in set number 2. Here's Talbot to Kuckelman. To the back row, Eilert saves it. Up front it comes for Walter, and she mishits it. And it's 19-13, a 6-point match. Kuckelman will serve now for the Eagles. Axtell set to go. Across it comes. Bates up front. Ulrich to the middle for Walter. Blocked back across. Dug out by the Blue Jays. Now it's come across from Miller. And the Eagles scrambling. Got a couple of hits on it, but no chance to get it back across. And so it's a 20-13 lead for St. John's Beloit. If the Eagles can dig in again and get it back within 4 or 5 here in this short time of the set. Heinen with a big-time hit and good. Point to Axtell. Courtney Heinen the kill. Her second in this set, I have her 4, but that would be 6 in the match. Brady Schmidt to serve. The Eagles trail 20-14. Serve across. And an ace for Schmidt. The ace gives Axtell now a 5-point deficit to deal with, 20-15. They lead, Axtell that is, leads 1-0. Now a short little service in there, and they will get a hit on it, but it's a soft one. Feldkamp to Talbot, forearm set up for Megan Busting, winds it up. Oh, great dig on the back row by St. John's Beloit. Another chance here for Axtell. Feldkamp to Talbot, the set for Heinen. Goes on the near side. It's dug out. Eilert, big wind-up, but long. And this is Axtell's point. The back row official is going to overrule and say it was tipped. The chair official right on the play said point to Axtell. And the opposite corner back row official on the Blue Jays side says it was tipped and out of bounds. The point to St. John's Beloit. Here's Talbot, the set for Heinen. Now Talbot spikes it back across. Blue Jays up front. Ivy Miller into net, and it's 21-16. Axtell still hanging around. They trail by 5 with the service and Taylor Feldkamp. They lead 1-9. The serve from Feldkamp. Pass up front. Walter's going to set it in the middle to Eilert, and she just softs it across an open area. It's 22-15 or 22-16 there. And a timeout taken on the floor by Axtell. Stay with us. You're listening to Eagle Volleyball on KCLY.
Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement. We've got you covered.
Did the recent storm cause damage to your roof? Call Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement in Concordia now to have a member of our team provide an estimate to restore your roof. Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement has been replacing and installing commercial and residential roofs for over 35 years. You can trust the Geisler team to get the job done right.
Axtell Eagles up 1-0, but now trailing 22-16 in set number 2. St. John's Beloit will have the serve. Don't forget, coming up at the top of the hour, the kickoff play center at Concordia, and still more volleyball coverage on the way with Axtell's third match of the night. There's a near ace service, and it is Now it's 23-16. St. John's Beloit nearly to push this to a third and deciding set. Ivy Miller to serve it. Across it comes Schmidt, the pass. Talbot, back set, Courtney Heinen. It's blocked back across, point. Eilert gets it in. And now set point for St. John's Beloit, 24-16. Miller to serve. Here's Schmitz to Talbot. Set up front for Anna Bussing. Finds open court. Point to Axtell. It's 24-17. A lot of set points to fight off, but let's see if Axtell can get it closer and closer. Put a little pressure back on St. John's Beloit in this set. Serve from Heinen. Up front, Eilert. Here's Bussing. Anna Bussing. Talbot sets it to the back row. Picked up by the Blue Jays. Now a soft spike across. Here's Feldkamp getting it back to the Blue Jays again. Up front, Hallrich blocked back across. Now stuffed back and good. Hallrich gets it home. And it's a 25-17 set 2 win going to St. John's Beloit. Stay right here. We'll be back with your final deciding third set between Axtell and St. John's Beloit when we return.
Making sure you have a solid roof over your head requires hard work and materials you can count on. So when you're looking to build a solid structure, start with floor and roof trusses from Axtell Truss Manufacturing. Axtell Truss will provide your new home, shed, or building with the quality materials and workmanship that each job requires. Call Brian for a free quote if you're planning a new home, shed, or building. Axtell Truss Manufacturing on Highway 36 east of Marysville, 785-736-2291.
Whether it's major auto repair, minor maintenance, or filling the gas tank, Little Joe's Service in Axtell is ready to get to work. They've got computerized equipment and the know-how to use it, so you'll get work that's diagnosed correctly and done right. They also stock most major brands of tires and wheels and can handle the installation and alignment. Custom exhaust work is available too. For all types of auto repairs and work you can count on, let Little Joe's Service in Axtell look under the hood for you.
Midland Exteriors.
Axtell Seamless Gutter, with over 30 years experience, has teamed up with us, Midland Exteriors, to provide you with the highest quality seamless steel siding, Infinity from Marvin fiberglass windows, and seamless guttering for all of Northeast Kansas. Call us now at 736-2753. That's 736-2753. Midland Exteriors. We've thought of everything.
Midland Exteriors. We've thought of everything.
Technology's supposed to be easy, but what happens when you have printer problems, home network issues, or you get a virus? Check out Blue Valley Telecommunications' new solution, Blue Pro. With our support package, you have access to 24/7 technical support for all your connected electronics. Plus, you get antivirus and anti-theft protection, password keepers, and parental controls. All the technology help you need to make your life easy for only $14.99. For more information, call us today at 877-876-1228.
With fall harvest in the bin, it's time to plan next season's bumper crop with Oldie seed, corn, and soybean varieties. We take pride in the latest technology. Oldie will be one of the first to bring our family of producers the latest Extend, Liberty Link, and Enlist soybean varieties. This season, if you want to give your fields a big Wildcat first down, plant a high-performance corn or soybean variety from Oldie Seed, proud sponsor of Kansas State football.
Well, a 3-set thriller that was a loss in the opening match against Wheatland Grinnell, and now a 3-set thriller that Axtell hopes is a win against the number 1 seed here in the state championships, St. John's Beloit. It was a 25-22 set 1 win for Axtell, a 25-17 set 2 loss, and now we go to 25 again, win by 2, to decide who's going to win this second match of the day for both these teams. St. John's Beloit, the number 1 seed. They are 1-0 here in the championships. Meanwhile, Axtell comes in at 0-1 after that first 3-set loss. So the captains have met. The teams have had a chance to huddle. Kirsten Talbot and Axtell will have the opening serve. Third and deciding set Talbot, first serve across. Pass up front. Walter sets for Miller in the middle. Big dig by Talbot. Miller again. Now Talbot passes up front. Here's Schmidt. The set for Anna Bussing. Spike, cross court, and good. Bussing gets it in. And it is Axtell who gets the first point across. The kill from Anna Bussing that time, and Talbot will continue with the service. Cross it comes. Pass up front. Miller winds it up. The dig from Taylor Feldkamp. Here's a set for Kuckelman. Bates the dig. Now pass up front near the net. Almost stuffed by Bussing, and it falls in against the Eagles. It's a 1-1 matchup. So the St. John's Beloit Blue Jays will serve. Feldkamp to Talbot. Back set for Anna Bussing. Flat-footed spike to the back row. Here's the Blue Jays with the play at net. And a winner on that far side from Eilert. Clara Eilert that time with the spike. And the serve again to the Blue Jays, who now have a 2-1 lead. Here's Talbot, middle set. Schmidt tossed it across with the left hand. Walter winds it up, goes cross court and out. Point to Axtell. And it's 2-2. And back to serve will be Anna Bussing. Walter got a good hit at it, but just pushed it wide right. 2-2 tie in the third set. Cross it comes. Bates barely got it. Now the spike into the net, and Axtell has the lead at 3-2. Anna Bussing will continue with the serve. Serve across. Oh, what a serve. Now up at the net. Megan Bussing almost got it back in. Now it's set across to Axtell. Here's a set for Bussing. She has to set it back to St. John's Beloit. Now it comes across net. Bussing, big hit, and it's punched across by Walter. Great scramble both sides. Now Brady Schmidt, and it's blocked by Miller, and we are tied at 3-3. But both teams had some swings at it. Both teams able to scramble, and eventually the Blue Jays came out with a point. Bates to serve for the Blue Jays. Across it comes. Heinen, the dig to Talbot. Up front, Megan Bussing. And it's blocked across this time by Ivy Miller. And a 4-3 lead now for St. John's Beloit. Tied at one set apiece. Eagles needing this win for a chance to move on to Saturday. To put them at 1-1 with Burton still waiting in their final match tonight. Here's Kuckelman up front. Walter now back across. Talbot, or Schmitz, the back set for Bussing. And a winner, it goes up into the seating above the scoreboard. And it's a 4-4 tie. Megan Bussing gets the kill up front. And that'll put Maddie Kuckelman to serve it. The serve on its way. Back row. Eilert up front. Ulrich sets it near the net. And into net will go Walter. Axtell taking a lead at 5-4. Again to serve, Kuckelman. Cross it comes. Bates dug it out. Here's Miller up front. Stuffed back, and will it be saved? It is by, well, somehow St. John's Beloit. Heinen almost had it. Now it's set for Heinen. She'll set it to the near side court. A dive twice by St. John's Beloit. Point Axtell. And it's 6-4, the Eagles lead in this third set against the number 1 seed, St. John's Beloit. Kuckelman again serve. On its way. Bates up front. Ulrich to set in the middle. The Walter right into the net. It's 7-4 now. Axtell leads by 3 in this third set. Kuckelman again to serve it. On a good run right now. Cross it comes. Pass up near the net. And it's stuffed back across by Bussing. Hit by Bussing now. The save, though, by St. John's Beloit to stay in it. Miller with the hit. And it's stuffed back. And point to Axtell. Heinen gets the stuff. Courtney Heinen put it back away. And now a timeout to the Blue Jays. Axtell leads it 8-4. Third set here at Fort Hays State. Eagle Volleyball continues next.
Wherever the road leads this season, you have to depend on quality tires to get you there safely. Hanson Ford has a huge selection of tires for sale, big brands, and great prices. Now through December 31st, when you buy 4 select tires at Hanson Ford, you can get a $70 mail-in rebate. For the upcoming season, with wet and icy road conditions, you'll feel confident knowing you're riding on tires that perform their best when you need them most. Visit Hanson Ford in Clay Center today.
So the Axtell Lady Eagles now out to an 8-4 lead in this third set, trying to get a win and knock off the number 1 seed, St. John's Beloit, and even both teams' records at 1-1, which will make it interesting down the stretch for these teams. Wheatland Grinnell got the win against the Eagles in the first match of the day. Here's the play at Actually, should be a play at net for the Eagles. Forearm set from Talbot to Megan Bussing goes long. It's 8-5. This seemed like they were out of sorts on that attack coming out of the timeout, and they give up the point. Here's the serve on its way from Miller. Kuckelman to Talbot. The set for Heineck. Winds it up, and point Axtell. Courtney Heinen gets another one. So now the lead goes to 9-5, Axtell by 4. To serve it, Brady Schmidt. Up front, Hollering just gets it across. Now it's stuffed across by Heineck. Walter with a hit, and Heinen denies it. Walter's had a huge match, especially that second set, but Courtney Heinen gets the stuff headed back the other way, and the point in. It's 10-5. Axtell with the lead. Schmitz to serve. Pass up front. Blue Jays with a hit by Eilert, and Axtell unable to get to it. Heinen and Schmitz nearly collided going for it, but it falls clean, and now it's 10-6, the Eagles by 4. And a missed hit on the back row. Big serve by St. John's Beloit. And it's now 10-7, Axtell lead. Walter again to serve. Cross it comes. Schmitz to Talbot. Back set. Heinen sets it to the backside. Picked up there. Play at net for Eilert. Partially blocked by Talbot. Now Talbot will set it backside to Megan Bussing. Her spike across. Back up near the tape. The set's going to come to Eilert. Big windup. Saved, though, by Kuckelman. And now it's going to be rolled across by Heinen. But again, Axtell stays in the point off a big hit by Eilert. Now it's stuffed back across by the Eagles. Up near the tape. Talbot puts it to the back row. The kill is good. Talbot went up. Couldn't stuff it, but it saw the entire St. John's Beloit defense suck up toward the net, and she just put it behind him and found the open court. It's 11-7. Axtell with the lead. So Kirsten Talbot will get the kill off of that smart play to the back row. Now we just saw the lights almost flicker, it looked like. And it'll be Taylor Feldkamp who will have the serve for Axtell, who now leads 11-7 in this third set against the number 1 seed. Serve across. Will hit blistered through there. Dug out on the back row. Set across now. Here's Talbot. To Heinen. Right back to Talbot for the kill. And she gets it in. Her second kill of this set. And now Axtell leads 12-7. So Talbot, who often sets up Heinen, that time Courtney gave it right back to Kirsten, and she put it away. The serve again from Feldkamp, and nearly an ace. Feldkamp now the dig. Here's Heinen again to set it this time for Anna Bussing. It comes across. Blue Jays with a play for Eilert, and it's out. I mean, Eilert really winds it up when she takes the shot. That's Brenna Eilert, and she got a huge swing at it, but it went long, and now 13-7. And the serve from Talbot goes into net. It will be Ivy Miller to serve on its way across. Set. Near the net. Anna Bussing. Back up near net again. Talbot one more time. No. Pulled it wide. And it will be 13-9. So Kirsten Talbot suddenly become an attacker at the net out of that set position. That time had another point and it stayed in, but she just pulled it wide. So the serve now from Miller. On its way. Schmidt to Talbot. Courtney Heinen. Back row. Point good. Heinen blisters it. It hit almost off the shoulder, basically, of the dig on the back row. Went right into the net. And now it's 14-9. Axtell and Courtney Heinen will serve. Cross it comes. Pass up near the net again. Set across. Heinen to Talbot. Back set. Tuckelman sets it to the back row. Dug out there by the Blue Jays. The dig by Schmidt, and then they can't keep it in play. Tuckelman and Talbot both went for it. Just had no play on it. The point to the Blue Jays. It's 14-10 Axtell. Eilert to serve. Brenna Eilert for St. John's Beloit. Axtell leads 14-10. The serve across. Great serve, but dug out by Feldkamp. Now Talbot to Kuckelman. And point, Axtell. Kuckelman with the kill. Point good for the Eagles, and they now lead 15-10. Kirsten Talbot will serve it. And nearly an ace. It was dug out. Miller up front. Good dig by Talbot. And now Feldkamp gets it across. The Eagles stay in the point. Here's Hollering. Across it comes for Tuckelman. To Talbot. Back set. Anna Bussing. Cross court winner. And it goes again up above the scoreboard into the stands. 16-10. Axtell now with the lead on the number one seed in his third set. Here's Team Talbot will serve. On its way. And it catches pace and falls down. 16-11. The serve will be Hollering for the Blue Jays. Axtell leading 16-11. Third set. One more match to go for the Eagles. And, of course, coming up at the top of the hour, Play Center Tiger football at Concordia. Here's a step up front from Clara Eilert. And so it's 16-12. We will get you from this as soon as this goes final to the Tiger pregame. Here's the serve across. Heinen now to Kuckelman, and Axtell really scrambled to stay in that point off a big serve. Here's Miller up front. And hits it long. That will be 17-12, Eagles point. Anna Bussing to serve it. Third set against the number one seed in the state championship, St. John's Beloit. Axtell has them on the ropes. Big serve on Bussing. Saved by Bates. Up front, Walter takes a swing. It's blocked across by Schmidt. Now Talbot with a chance to set it up for Megan Bussing. Great dig by Bates of St. John's Beloit. Now Walter and Axtell, no, can't stay in the point. They tried to block it, went into the net, then tried to dig it out. They were called for a lift. And that makes it 17-13. Bates to serve. Across it comes. Heinen, last second. It's up front now. Pushed across. Miller. Feldkamp keeps it alive. Here's Talbot. Pass up front. Far side set for Walter into the net, and now it's 18-13. Axtell with the lead. Maddie Kuckelman to serve. 18-13. Axtell the lead. A timeout on the court. Stay with us for Axtell Eagle Volleyball coming up.
Whether you want the tried and true seaweed varieties or a blend of the latest in the field of genetic innovations suited for your specific soil conditions, Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales wants to be your source for seaweed and starter fertilizer. Let us explain all the details and then place your order to ensure we have enough on hand. We can also add treatment to your seaweed to protect it while it gets established and ready for a harsh winter. This is Blaze. Stop in and see us at Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales.
Axtell leads 18-13. Third set here against the number one seed. A must-win for the Eagles for a chance to advance to tomorrow's semifinals. They lost their first one in 3 sets. That was the Wheatland Grinnell. Then they've come back to push St. John's Beloit to a third set. They lead 18-13. Axtell in the timeout that was called by St. John's Beloit. The Blue Jays, number one seeded coming in, had an easy matchup against Burton. Again, coming up shortly, as soon as this goes final, we'll get you to Concordia as the Clay Center Tigers take on the Panthers. Maddie Kuckelman to serve for Axtell. They lead 18-13. Serve across. Eilert pass up front to Hallring. Walter. And she gets a winner in. It's 18-14 now. So the timeout by the Blue Jays breaks the rhythm that the Eagles had on offense. Now Chloe Miller to serve it for St. John's Beloit. Across it comes. Kuckelman up front. Talbot. And this is going to be out of bounds. Violation against the Eagles. And now a timeout taken by Axtell. We'll take one here as well. You're listening to Eagle Volleyball on 100.9.
Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy has earned the reputation of being a dependable supplier of durable medical equipment. They offer customers cost-effective quality products they need to improve their health and well-being. Lift chairs, shoes for diabetics, canes, bath aids, wheelchairs, knee braces, CPAP machines and supplies, and several other helpful equipment is available. And if you have a prescription to be filled, bring it into Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy for friendly and professional service. Downtown Clay Center.
I was going over paperwork in central office when in sauntered.
The name's Bond. I'm needing to lay low. I thought maybe selling office supply products would be a good disguise.
Well, we do offer great savings on items such as Laurel office furniture, desk, chairs, filing cabinets, and more, plus over 1,000 business source office supply items, house brands, but same great quality.
Perfect. And what do you think about this big rubber nose and mustache?
They'll never recognize you. Folks, for all your office furniture and supply needs, come see us at Central Office Service and Supply in Clay Center.
Back once again in Gross Memorial Coliseum. Axtell, out of the timeout that they called this time, gets the point up front. Eilert tried to swing it again and didn't get it across. It's 19-15 now. Brady Schmitz to serve for Axtell, trying to knock off in 3 sets the number 1 seed in this championship. Here's a play up front for Eilert. Flat-footed spike. It is picked up front Heinen. Calvert gets it across. Now it's a scramble by St. John's Beloit to the back row Schmitz. Talbot, the back set. Heinen, big wind-up, blocked, but it's saved again by the Eagles. And now set across. Feldkamp to Talbot. Back set. Megan Bussing slams it. Point Axtell. They lead 20-15. Axtell trying to win it in 3. We are with Phil Casper and the crew at Concordia. As soon as this goes final, we'll wrap up and continue to pregame with Coach Todd Rice, Clay Center at Concordia tonight. Right now, it's Axtell trying to knock off the number 1 seed, and now Eilert gets to swing at it up front. And it's 20-16, Axtell with the lead. Walter to serve for St. John's Beloit. On its way across, they let it go long. Great decision by Brady Schmitz. Last set, the Matador laid out of the way, and it went long by inches, and now it's 21-16. Feldkamp, the serve, barely cleared net. Now up at net, stuffed back at home. Talbot and Heinen both on the play. It's 22-16. Axtell leads. One more match still to come for the Eagles, but this so big after losing their first match. And now you see the Blue Jays rotating in. Not a timeout, but in essence trying to break the rhythm a little bit as Taylor Feldkamp is set to serve. Across it comes. Pass up front. Walter for Eilert to the back row. Schmidt keeps it alive. Talbot. Now it's Heinen with the hit. Good smack across, but it's picked up by Miller, and now the Eagles have a chance. Kuckelman to Talbot. The set for Anna Bussing. Big-time hit. Point to the Eagles. They lead 23-16. 2 points away from the match. Taylor Feldkamp again to serve. The left-handed service across. Up near the net, Walter. Sets it for Eilert. Stuff back. Point. Talbot with the stuff. The setter again, playing big at the net for the Eagles. And this is match point at 24-16. Feldkamp to serve for the match for Axtell. Across it comes. It's set on the back row. Bates, a flat-footed spike, brings it across. Talbot for the match. Courtney Heinen winds it up. It's good! good. Axtell has knocked off the number 1 seed, St. John's Beloit, and even their record at 1-1 here at the state championship. Axtell wins it on a high-end blitz up at the net, and it is a 25-16 final. Axtell now 1-1. They still have Burton to face, the number 8 seed, so the win there would secure a spot Saturday in the Final Four. We're going to take you to a 30-second timeout, then we're sending you to Concordia. Play Center Tiger football is on the way.